and assholes. After a brief hiatus, we are back with the All Script podcast. That's right. I had to go to Alaska, eat some pigeons out there.
Okay. First of all, it wasn't that brief. The last one we did was like over a month ago.
Okay, yeah. So, unfortunately, life got in the way. You know, we all had to go stuff. Some people had to go to South Carolina. I had to go to Maryland. Nelson had to go to Antarctica to climb Mount Everest with the boogeyman.
Did you wear protection and a mask? Because the atmosphere gets very thin up there.
We don't have to talk about it. Oh, yeah, so sorry we hear the fan in the background, everyone. That's to say, we're in New York, July right now, and that's fucking hot.
Very historical weathers. If this is not going to convince people about global warming, I don't know what will. Probably people just like to see the world burn.
And humidity. Don't forget the fucking humidity.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
So, Karan, speaking of heat, your family's here, right?
Yes, right, from Phoenix, Arizona. My mom and ham sandwich.
How long do you think they'll stay till?
So, Jaden has to go back in August because in Arizona, everyone, their school ends in May and it begins in August.
That is weird.
Yeah, so he has to go back to school in August.
but then again, I don't live in Arizona to experience that because we're just used to June and September.
Yep, the New York lifestyle. But yeah, they're completely different beast.
Yeah, and do you think the temperatures will go down by August by then?
No, Arizona temperatures are known to be lasting all the way till at least October. That's when they start getting cool.
And he's got everything prepared to keep cool and all that.
Oh, Jaden, yeah. And he started working. He works at Taco Bell right now.
Yeah, that was actually a good, nice milestone. I remember when we met him at the doghouse for Justin's birthday, which is on YouTube right now.
Yes, he grows quite a much when he was a young lad in a Dark Pit video trying to drive the car.
He's more laid back when I met him because I met him when he was like, 5 or 6 years old? Yeah, he was wild. Well, all kids start out wild.
Yeah.
And now
he had a lot of energy.
Is it interesting when you're a kid, you're all over the place, everything is like new to you, and then when you're a teenager you start to lean back, but everything's still kind of new, and then you're a young adult, you still have that teenage angst and thinking that you own the world until you get to your mid-20s, and then it's slow.
And then the depression hits.
Depression is no joke, folks. Make sure you get help or just take CBD or THC.
Yes. And by the way, guys...
Or a beer.
Let me just tell you guys, the thing we're going to watch tonight, guys, well, Karan rant for real quick. It's okay, I got a little rant?
Yeah, go on a little rant.
So, over the weekend, decided, let's go see my mom. She's out here, so I try to see my mom when I can. So, I'm like, alright, cool. So, I had to go to she was at my old neighbor's house, you know, my homegirl.
Yeah.
Well, her homegirl. So, I'm like, after work, I'm like, let me go through the old shortcut. So, the old shortcut, I will cut through, make a right, and go through this woodsy area. I used to be scared to go to that woodsy area at night. Sometimes I remember back in the day, because I remember hearing those articles about those girls that kill people in the name of Slender Man back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
I remember that.
I remember I was paranoid one night. I ran out that woods a couple times, but anyway.
I mean, do people actually believe the Slender Man by this day and age anymore?
Kids probably never even heard of this shit anymore. Nope. But anyways. So,
it's all Siren Head nowadays, I heard.
What the fuck's a Siren Head?
Look it up. Go ahead.
So, anyway, then I went through the Hillcrest thing. My old school in Hillcrest. The last school I went to before I got kicked out of school. But before I got expelled from Peekskill. So I went through the Hillcrest Woods. That's the shortcut where you get to North James Street. But, it's so woodsy. I haven't been there in years. I forget how, it's so woodsy there. And then they put up a fucking...
Were there pickle bushes?
All sorts of things. And they put a chain up there now. I'm like, why would they put chains? Because, like, they're real trash. I'm like, what? People used to go through this trail all the time. I managed to get through, got to my mom, so I saw my old neighbor, her son.
Nice.
And then my brother Jaden, the soy boy. So anyway, we're hanging out, and they're watching the movie. It's on Tubi. It's called The Sitter. I mean, no, not The Sitter. It's called The Stepmother. I'm like, alright, cool. I'll watch it with you guys. Fucking, why not? So we're watching it. Alright. This movie's like, okay, this woman's batshit crazy. Okay, it's one of those movies where it's so bad, but it's interesting at the same time.
So what's the premise of The Stepmother?
So, Stepmother is about this woman who basically went through a traumatic experience with her son and her previously man's, it's complicated. And basically, she goes to house, or she looks for single men, particularly black men,
right,
who has teenage sons. And she's also has multiple different personalities. So her name is Elizabeth, but she goes by Zoe to the person she married, whatever. And when they find out the truth, she kills the husband and the boy and sets them on fire, and the house on fire.
Okay, so that's how the movie starts?
No, yeah, just in general, it's like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, all right, it baffles me. And then somehow the bitch escaped. Well, who gives a shit? The bitch escaped. Spoilers. The bitch escaped somehow, and then they make a sequel. The Stepmother 2. I'm like, all right, some horror movies get sequels.
And then followed by 3.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So I'm watching this. This shit's even more ridiculous than the first one.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, what the fuck? And then at the end of that one, there's a Stepmother 3. Like, huh? What the fuck?
Did it all came out the same year or something?
It had, well, yeah, 2022, 2023.
Wow.
2021, but then this shit, the Stepmother 3, so we're watching it. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm spending 6 hours watching this whole fucking trilogy of movies. Well, at least it's gonna end. And she has a deep thing. She talks about her backstory. I'm like, oh, if this was actually a good movie, and she talked about her backstory, this shit would actually be really good, but it was shit. It was shit, and then towards the end, they have a fucking nerve to end it on a cliffhanger. I'm like, god damn you, now I'm invested in this shit, and I need to know how the shit ends. Like, I wasted 6 hours, you're gonna let me on a cliffhanger? I'm like, are you serious? So I'm like, alright, now I have to watch this shit tonight. I have to watch the fourth one whenever it comes out, because now I'm fucking invested. You ever see something like, alright, I've seen a couple episodes, or I've seen a couple of these movies, now I'm invested. I have to watch it, or I have to see it.
Right, so you saw the whole trilogy all in one night.
Yes. Yes.
And what did you learn about this? Because I'm getting a lot of vibes from other movies, like The Stepfather that came out in 1987, and then there was Hand That Rocked the Cradle that came out in 1991. It feels like there's probably these filmmakers that were inspired by those movies, and there's probably other ones too.
Yes, and it has exactly, and it has has D-list actors in this movie. Shout out to my boy Marcus Houston, though, B2K, whatever. But have you guys? Let me ask you real quick. Have you guys ever watched something like a certain set of movies or a show that it's bad but it's fascinating? You just want to see how this car wreck goes, so you watch all the movies of it.
That would probably have to be the Puppet Master movies for me, and the Demonic Toys, especially when they go against Stallman, who's a full moon series. I think it was only one movie that came out of there, but yeah, the Puppet Master and Demonic Toys. Also, there's this another full moon movie called Evil Bong.
Oh my god! Oh,
that's a 420 favorite, I heard.
Oh yes.
And then also they made a trilogy too of those.
Yes. Speaking of 420, Nelson, while you're thinking, just want to tell you guys, I was saving this for a special occasion when we turn Shit Mountain. I'm like, there's no way I can watch this shit sober again.
Oh wow!
Oh no! Oh boy!
I can't watch this shit sober again. I'm sorry, I really can't.
Hey, I can feel your pain.
Nelson, you have no idea. Marcus Houston, he's a great singer. Oh my god, towards the end when he's tied up and the way he acts. Nelson, if you were tied up by this psycho bitch who's about to set you on fire and your son, how would you react?
I'd shit my pants.
You'd be, this is him. No, don't do this. Don't do this, Zoe. No.
So
wait, what?
So
that's his acting?
He was doing that acting while the son was being burned alive.
No. While she's pouring gasoline on him.
Oh.
Set him on fire.
And that's his
No,
his performance?
don't.
No, not Zoe.
Just make sure he's extra crispy.
Oh, Zoe. Exactly. Oh, and I'm like,
he sounds bored.
Yeah, God, he
and like, he doesn't
did.
give a shit.
I'm telling you.
Did they made him take like melatonin before the shoot?
I don't know. He's a fucking veteran actor, so I don't understand what the fuck happened.
Well, he knows it was shit, and then he probably got tired by the end.
It's a trilogy of fascinating shit. No, so I know you're still thinking probably.
So, tell me about the sequels. How different were they than the first one, or were they rehashes, most likely?
They followed the same formula. The third one actually, it was a little surprising, but it was still like, if I had to pick out of those shits, probably the second one's my favorite out of those three.
So what did the second do that offered more than the first and the third?
Well, no, because, I don't know. It told us, like, some of the characters were likable, and I felt the story, I felt like the story was, it's bad, but it's weirdly, like, interesting, like, at the same time, and the main guy in that one's not that bad of an actor. I actually didn't mind him, and, I I didn't mind that one, but the way that one ended, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the third one, right?
And the way the second one ended too, like,
Oh,
how? And then these fucking idiot cops, like, realistically, how does this bitch get away multiple times? And the movie, I'm sorry, the movie, oh, Nelson got it now. Hold on, he snapped.
I guess on my side of things, I usually go for obscure animated flicks. You know, the ones that are not the most talked about and regarded as, like, you know, really bad knockoffs or animated flicks.
Like like Norman the North, John's favorite.
and what's the other one? Oh yeah, the Titanic movie and the Titanic 2, which had nothing to do with the other one.
Yeah, there were two.
And Ratatouille.
Yeah, and then the one that got a sequel to it, and it was.
I remember there was this Kong movie that was animated. This came out in 1997.
Wow.
It had like songs and all that. It was on VH. It was during the VHS days.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Well, yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I usually go for the obscure ones, obscure animated flicks that, again, are regarded as like terrible compared to like such high budget motion pictures. Because, well, I love animation, and my love for animation grew to the point where I got a little curious to know. I want to get to know some of the very the ones that are not the most talked about, and like I said before, regarded as like bad compared to the ones that are the most talked about, like. I like exploring what makes those movies like so bad and what makes them so terrible compared to you know, the ones that
I mean,
regarded as loved.
with the era of streaming, there's probably a lot more bad animated movies
Oh,
out
no,
there for
there's
your
plenty.
eyes to see.
oh yeah,
no,
we will be watching Pinocchio this year, folks. Don't worry.
Oh, the one with
no.
Pauly Shore, right?
Yeah,
We might even do a old-fashioned fun story, folks.
No.
A long time ago, we tried to do a Cats commentary about drinking game.
Oh God.
I remember this one.
And in controversy fashion, but footage never will see the light of day. But good it did it though, because
It got deleted.
it got deleted
Accidentally.
and it goes a blessing in disguise because we probably would have got canceled.
Yeah,
I barely remembered what the movie was about.
I remember the movie, but I barely remember the shit that we said. But although I do remember we were talking a lot of shit, I don't remember the exact words we used. But thank goodness it's deleted because, yeah.
We will try again with the Pauly Shore animated film drinking game, but we'll be more prepared.
A lot more prepared. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting one.
Oh, and just to name these three bad anime flicks that I actually like, but even though I'm actually, well, people do like them for what they are. Well, they are bad compared to better films, but I wouldn't regard them as like, well, people will go.
I think I'm going to pick my three while you do your three. Go ahead.
Yeah, my three is Cinderella 3D and the True Story.
That's
of Puss
not
in
bad.
Boots.
I heard that's a fan favorite.
Yeah, it is a fan favorite, and I grew to like it over the years. And then there's the True Story of Puss in Boots with William Shatner, which, yeah,
What the fuck?
yes, he voices the title character for that
I
one.
am Puss in Boots. Oh.
Yes.
You're training Antonio Banderas for a gring. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, this movie released in 2009. This is before the Puss in Boots movie, so you could say it was. Yes, I'm not joking. Look up, it exists.
I was gonna say, what was Cat the Kurt busy? No, Cat the Kurt. I mean, what was fucking the other guy?
Antonio. Well, this is like a much different Puss in Boots project. It's completely separated from the Shrek franchise.
Yes. Okay. BT.
Yeah. And the third animated flick that is also regarded as somewhat bad, although it's not greatly animated, but it has catchy songs. Roadside Romeo.
Okay.
It's a Bollywood. It's both a half Bollywood and Disney production.
Oh, I love a good Bollywood movie.
Yeah, it was when Disney was trying to expand to other territories.
You ever notice that every Bollywood movie they always have a musical intro?
They always do.
Interlude,
Yes.
I mean interlude. They always have a musical interlude. They did one with Misery, and I remember they had this very fine-looking Indian woman singing the song, and this writer who's supposed to be Paul Sheldon from Misery was dreaming of her going. I was like, this is a 2-hour movie. An average Bollywood movie is like 2 hours or over.
Yeah, Triple R did the same thing with that.
Fun fact: I actually never saw a Bollywood movie before.
Well, it's an Indian cinema at its finest.
Well, no, I know that. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard, like,
But you haven't seen a single one.
I would recommend.
Not even the ones that are most
I would
talked
recommend
about.
if you're sick or taking a sick leave and it's a rainy day, watch a Bollywood movie. You'll have 2 hours of fun out of it.
And there are plenty of them on Netflix.
Oh, good to
Now-
know.
And some of them on YouTube if you're lucky.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Now, one last thing I want to point out. Of those three I pointed out, the True Story Puss in Boots and the Cinderella animated 3D, which one released in Puss in Boots released in 2009, Cinderella 3D released in 2012. What those two have in common, just going to clarify this, they have the same director. So, Pascal Harold, he's a French director.
What's the third one?
Oh no! He only directed two of those. Two of those three I mentioned he directed.
Okay, say the three ones again so I remember.
Cinderella 3D,
Right.
The True Story Puss in Boots with William Shatner, that released in 2009, and the third is Roadside Romeo, which released in 2008.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, my three.
All right, go.
I know this is not a holiday favorite, but I do like Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
That was a good one.
That's actually a good
I
one.
find it very simple and all that. I can understand the hate, the music and all that, but I have a soft spot for it when I was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Good times. And,
I remember that song every time it kicked in. On the
I didn't
Hot
mind that song. I know there's like a hate for that song because it's terrible. Grandma got ran over.
Oh come on, that's not terrible. It's catchy.
Because they thought like in the song that Grandma died or something.
I know the aunt was a bitch, but she could have got. I would have.
I was about to hold that in, but yeah, she's a looker.
Yeah.
I don't care what Nostalgia Critic says. He has a poor taste in women. What can I say?
I was gonna say, yeah. And listen, for me personally too, Space Jam's one of my all-time favorite movies. I know it's a bad movie, but I love it.
Yeah.
No,
And then so Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and then the second one is a Shrek ripoff, but Happily Never After.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember the ads for that one.
I saw
ago.
that on cable because I wasn't interested in seeing it in the theater because I know it was like a Shrek ripoff, but I thought it was decent on its own if you separate that. And there's also a nice side story with Rumpelstiltskin bonding with the baby.
Oh, that sounds nice. And if I recall, that was actually George Carlin's last project.
Yes,
before he passed
that
away.
is true.
God rest his soul.
Yeah,
I
there's
wish
a
he was
lot
still around.
of funny, whimsical stuff. I think people took it very little. It got panned, and it's considered one of the worst, which I don't think it is, because there's a lot worse animated stuff that I've seen, like Ratatouille.
Oh no, Ratatouille is.
It's unwatchable.
We remember that Cars movie we watched, that rip-off Cars movie?
Yeah.
I remember that.
You ever saw the airplanes, or just planes?
No, I never saw that.
That one was boring.
Listen, the only talking plane I respect is my boy JJ.
Oh, JJ the Jet Plane. I used to watch JJ.
Yeah.
When you say JJ, I was thinking of JJ character from Coco Melon. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, let me tell you, folks. Last weekend, me and Brian Cassandra.
One more.
Oh, yeah.
Last but not least, the most ultimate nostalgic movie of my time. We're back. A Dinosaur Story.
Oh, that's the GOAT movie right there.
That's one of my goats too. I still own the DVD
I don't
for
care.
that one too.
Again, hitting on NC. I don't care what he says. I still like that one.
That movie's a banger. Fucking dark for his time too. It was great.
Yes, it was.
I remember
I
I
love
was
that
scared
movie to
when he converted those dinosaurs into actual being dinosaurs.
I found that to be pretty cool.
Also-
yes.
It has a nice romance too.
It does. It
and
does.
adorable romance.
Yes, but also like the way the fucking villain dies at the end really fucked
Yes,
up.
Professor Screw Eyes.
Yes.
Professor Screw Eyes voiced by the late Kenneth Mars.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my god. The way, because I love it. You got everything back in the nose. He drives away, and then all of a sudden you see the crows coming.
Yeah, he's eaten alive.
Oh man, that was
you just have to be amazed of what you can get away with animation.
Oh yeah.
I really miss that in those type of animations.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a soft spot. I watched it on YouTube for free not too long ago, and I still enjoyed it.
Me too.
Oh no, yeah.
I guess because I have, I was young when I saw this. I think I was not supposed to, but I did anyway because that was on Cartoon Network.
It was.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater.
Cartoon theaters,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if they
It was
did,
on their ads plenty of times.
and that's when I
remember
also
seeing
saw
it.
another animated masterpiece, Twice Upon a Time.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, I think Lucas helped this animator out, but unfortunately there was financial trouble and it got re-edited because of the distributor wanted to add more adult humor into it, which the original animator did not want because he wanted to be a family movie, but they add like cursing and stuff, and he got really upset. And George Lucas tried to help him out.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
But yeah, we're back at Dinosaur Story number 1.
Fucking great movie.
Great movie, yes.
You know what movie Brian told me that's a scare, but he really likes, but he knows a lot of people don't like it. You remember that movie Anastasia 2000?
Who doesn't? I love that movie.
Did that come out in 1998?
Yeah, but
yeah, it's a 90s. It's a
he
late
loves
90s film.
he loves the spin-off movie Baldo.
Bartok the Magnificent.
Yeah, Bartok the Magnificent.
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it was clearly.
I think that was one of Don Bluth's better films during that period, because I know during the 90s that was not his strong point.
To be fair, it's funny because that's literally the only sequel to a film that he directed. Because when it came to directing all of his films, and each one that got a sequel, he did not take part in it.
I felt bad because I felt like Anastasia didn't get the love it deserved.
No, it deserved.
At the time, no, because who wants to know about the fall of the Romanovs and all that?
Yeah.
Because that takes place during the 1917, and then it takes years later when they're in the Soviet Union era.
Yeah, and also my boy Bartok was hilarious. I remember his toy from Burger King.
I remember the toys too. I had some of those toys.
Bartok was a great
and then
character.
Christopher Lloyd voiced Rasputin.
Rasputin, yes.
Yes, oh
Christopher Lloyd was Rasputin.
Why is there hate for Rasputin?
I know, right?
What did he do?
Oh no, there was a huge history to that.
I know they tried to kill him and they failed. They tried to poison him. They tried to like stab him.
They tried to kill him on several occasions.
Yeah. I remember reading that in the horror file. It's for kids, people. It's horror stories for kids, and I should not be reading these type of stuff, but I have.
Well,
and if I recall, he was also and if I recall, I heard this in Epic Rap Battles of History when he went against Stalin, and he said, "I can end you with a whisper to your wife," and he said several times that in Stalin's verses, he was also making fun of how many women he manipulated.
Yeah, because he was a ladies' man, I heard.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and Stalin has his ways.
Well, yeah, that's perfect.
In one of the verses, he says, "Look into my eyes, you preferred witch." Yeah.
Yeah, because he dealt with the occult and all that, right?
Yeah.
The cults are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Karan, you had a story behind your tongue. Would you care to express that?
Oh no, I was going to bring up another topic. So. Me, Cassandra, and Brian, my little Brian's kid. Anyway, we went to go see the fucking Insidious Lost Keys. I never saw the Insidious movie before. It was my first time seeing one of the movies.
I stopped by the third film.
Like I said, I have no idea what they're about. I remember seeing the ad for the first one years ago.
You're right.
So I watched it. It was alright. But the one thing I realized, it made money in the box office. So that's the next office. So Ruby, this Ruby Kraken, The Flash, Indiana Jones. You know what all those have in common?
What?
Great. They're supposed to be summer blockbusters, but they all bomb. Especially that Ruby Kraken movie. I feel bad for her.
I was meant to watch that, but I watched Elemental instead.
17 days is already straight. It's already in digital.
Yeah, I really feel bad for the Ruby Gilmore.
Remember back then you had to wait about a month for VHS?
Yes. So let me ask you guys, why do you think a lot of these Hollywood blockbusters are bombing in the theaters?
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
And poor marketing is
poor marketing. Relying too much on the nostalgia train, with the exception of Ruby.
Yes.
Being something. I mean, I saw... What was it? Indiana Jones, and what was the other one?
Bat and the Flash.
Oh yeah, I saw both of them.
I have not seen the Flash yet, but I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple clips on Twitter, and
look,
yikes!
What really took me aback was the CG when he was traveling through the the Infinite Earths part. There was like cool sequences, and it also has callbacks to other DC franchises. And that includes, I don't want to spoil if you guys want to watch it, but...
I already told you how I feel about that movie. But I know Nelson cares.
I mean, they probably... I don't know what happened. I think they ran out of money, so they couldn't do the finished look of the CG elements, but it looked very, very bad.
Yes.
It looks like something... it looks like something out of it looks like something out of a PS3 game.
Basically, that's what you're going to get.
Yes.
And then, Michael Keaton was awesome. I just wish he was in a lot of it. And then there's like callbacks to the other Batman films. I mean, there was the entertainment parts. I didn't feel like I wasted time. It's just that it just came out at the wrong time, and plus, Ezra Miller's obvious humor. Make a mistake. Oops, I did this. Insert pun here. Insert pun there.
They said this movie's gonna make less money than Green Lantern did,
and that's a huge insult. I remember when Green Lantern came out.
I feel bad for that Blue Beetle kid. Yo.
Did that movie even come out?
It's coming out in August.
That's the thing. I never kept track if that was going to come out because after The Flash, I don't know. Because I was entertained, but at the same time, I felt like the one that did the multiverse better was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes, you know how I feel.
I would agree to that. Yes.
Yes, who I think is going to nail the multiverse thing too, because I felt like Spider-Man nailed it really good. Spider-Verse nailed it good. You know who I also think is going to nail it really good?
What?
Deadpool 3. Cause the reason why is because they're letting Ryan Reynolds have complete creative control and not letting Disney...
Balls to the wall crazy?
Yeah. And they're not letting the mouse fondle Ryan's balls. Ryan's like, let me do the shit myself. I got this.
Did you see the step photos they sent?
Yes.
The moment I saw the 20th Century Fox logo, I was like...
This time with the word Fox in it?
Yes, it has the word Fox in it.
I think
as a FU to Disney to what they did.
Can Canada produce more Ryan Reynolds for us in the future?
Yes, and the thing is, I feel like that movie when he did the whole Fox thing.
I think they're gonna do it. I think it's gonna blow it out of the ballpark than Spider-Verse did.
Oh yeah, I think so too. And also, I
don't know if it's gonna make a lot of money. But
Deadpool 3, I think it is.
Probably, yeah.
I think
most likely.
I think it's gonna make a bill. I'm calling Billy, but
now those set photos you saw. It's pretty clear what movie they're going to parody. I mean, they're on a beach. The Fox logo's there. What does that tell you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty
obvious
Wolverine
one. Wolverine is wearing a fucking
yellow
legitimate... I'm just waiting for the helmet.
Only one thing is missing. The pants.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I realized that at first. I was like, wait. Someone did comparison to him.
Like, get everything.
Yeah.
True, but...
but it's the closest thing to him wearing the suit, so...
True, I think this is also going to be I think Ryan Reynolds is going to give a nice goodbye to all those Fox superhero movies by doing this movie.
Okay.
It's going to be a nice goodbye.
And hopefully this will be Hugh Jackman's last time as Wolverine, because... I know, because he wanted... Logan was supposed to be his, full retirement of the character, so...
Yeah.
But listen, the mouse is already saying, hey, Mr. Hugh, how many zeros do you want to be?
Exactly. The only reason Stewart and him came back for the roles is because money talks.
And also, since The Flash, and we talked about those two movies, Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, has anybody seen it?
No.
I don't want to.
No.
Yeah, you're not missing much. The best part was the opening.
I heard that. I keep on hearing that stuff.
There's obvious scenes where you can tell that his face is CG. I mean, they try to do a good job. There's very cool scenes. I wish it was that beginning part because the rest takes place in 1960. What do you expect?
Oh yeah, spoilers too. Because from what I heard, but doesn't he Isn't the whole plot the guy's trying to replace Hitler just so he can take over the world?
Yes, that's how it went. And then he went into. I'm not kidding. He went into the hurricane because the dial states or the hieroglyphics depict of the hurricane that will take you back to what he thought was 1939, but it took him back 1,000 years.
Damn.
Around Greece.
And didn't some
actually it was Rome, maybe.
And didn't some kid who he's like, I like planes, drove the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, he drove a plane and he learned it from a drunken pilot just by looking.
Just under less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. By the way, kids in real life, it takes a while to learn how to fly.
It takes a lot to learn all the mechanics.
Yeah.
You cannot pick up flying lessons just like that,
especially
from anyone. Let alone a drunk pilot.
Especially if you're fucking 12 years old.
And also, oh man, there's a lot of missed opportunities, and plus, they do old jokes. There's a lot more old jokes than in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
That's right, you old white, washed up old white man.
And plus, when he put on the uniform, it didn't look badass. It just looked like you're not.
So, who was the strong Mary Sue that made him look like a bitch?
Phoebe Waller-Bridge,
who I actually like in Fleabag, but I think that's in her own street. But she was okay.
Yeah. So, wow, man, poor Harrison. But anyways, but you know what's probably gonna make money? Guaranteed money. So boys, you gotta choose Nolan versus Barbie. Who you going for? What movie you gonna see?
Oh wait, what were the two?
Oppenheimer, you mean?
Oppenheimer, aka Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, and Barbie.
Oppenheimer.
They come
I'm
out the
definitely
same
gonna see
day.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Well, listen, y'all pussy, cause me and the boys are seeing that Barbie movie. I'm a Barbie girl. Let me stop.
What? When?
Traitor!
No, it's a meme right now. Yo, me and the boys, we're going our suits.
I know, I've been hearing that Barbie song all over the place. I'm a Barbie girl.
You know, low key, I'm not gonna see it in theaters, but I keep on hearing it's actually pretty good. I heard Ryan Gosling it does an amazing performance.
Yeah, as Ken.
Yes.
Isn't it like in the movie that everybody's named Barbie, everybody's named Ken or something?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either. It's like in a dystopian society that everybody's a Barbie, everybody's a Ken, but different skin color and stuff.
I am excited for this Nolan movie because the last one I've ever seen with you guys was Dunkirk. I didn't see the last one, but after that.
Yeah, let me know. I can probably see it twice.
Yeah, I'm down.
I would love to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah, me too. That'll be fun. We'll go see it.
I mean, not all hope is lost for blockbusters. I mean, there's a new Mission Impossible. One of parts.
I saw Dead Reckoning Part 1, and let me tell you something.
I've seen that Friday.
How was it?
Let me tell you something. I mean, I plan on seeing it again with my brother before we leave for Florida. But holy shit. Let me just tell you that movie does exactly...
a co-worker of mine told me about it.
That movie does exactly what Hollywood should be doing right now with their blockbusters.
Well, that's what Tom does. Tom does his thing, what he wants to do.
As long as he has Scientology in his pocket.
By the way, was Henry Cavill in it?
No. Cavill is not present in this one. Wait, did you see Fallout?
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
that
I've
one
seen
yet.
Fallout.
Okay, so you haven't seen Fallout.
I know what happens to him.
Yeah, I know what happens to him too. He's not present for huge reason you have to see.
Okay, I have to watch. Okay.
Yeah, you have to see Fallout to know that one. Now, if I can tell you Dead Reckoning, let me tell you something that movie, I had no idea so much of that film were done with so many huge set pieces that it literally puts every single Hollywood blockbuster we've had for years to shame.
Yeah, because Cruise, especially with Maverick, that was the best theater experience.
Oh my god, yes!
That was my movie of the year last year.
Great.
I loved that movie.
And then the opening, I've entered the
You see, Tom, back-to-back years, man. Don't miss.
No, he doesn't.
And he's like in his 60s now.
And he still, yeah. But
Dead Reckoning Part 1. Also, just to point this out, no offense to No Way Home. No offense to Into the Spider-Verse. Wait, is it Across? Or
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across. No offense to Across the Spider-Verse, but this movie tied the whole cliffhanger thing, in my opinion, better than Across the Spider-Verse.
Well, I have to see...
You'll know that when you see it.
I have to see that movie Friday.
But that's just my opinion.
So, you know what everybody's not mentioning is that Fast X movie?
Oh yeah, Fast X.
Family.
Is it as good as they claim, or
I haven't seen it.
Nobody's talking about that much.
I came out here. Jason Momoa was really good in it, but I haven't.
Momoa was a lot of fun in the movie. I did see it.
You saw Fast X. How was that?
I saw Fast X. It actually was quite a crazy, wild ride, and a lot of points where the characters are just superheroes at this point. I could just tell you that.
Yeah.
So, by the way, so next podcast we'll probably go because we're almost done with the year. But right now, I'll be the next topic for next podcast. I'm going to ask you guys, what is your current top 10 or top 5 favorite movies of the year? Before, because I know the year's not over yet, but it's halfway over. So I just want to know what your favorite movie so far.
So far this year,
you'll go first. Are we going by 10 or 5?
We're doing that for next episode.
Oh, we're doing that for next episode?
Give you guys a little hint for what's going to happen next time, boys and girls, and whatever you are.
How long are we going to withhold this podcast till?
Probably next Tuesday, bitch.
Although, I will say this, another movie that I'm excited for is Expendables 4. I'm very hyped for that one.
There's like a lot of promos for that one. And then, what's the other one that I saw? Because I saw Elemental yesterday.
You saw Elemental? I feel you. Next, it's funny though, because
I might as well.
No, I feel you, because sometimes when it's half off movie theaters, I see random ass shit too. Like, I saw Hard Feelings, and I definitely like that movie a lot.
Jennifer Lawrence's titties.
Yes, and that was actually a really good movie. Actually,
you told me that. Yeah,
it was it really I love the charm of that movie.
There's. Let me see. I think Oppenheimer and I think Mission Impossible. Reckoning. I'm gonna see.
I'm gonna probably for next movies. I'm gonna see probably either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna see because it's half off movie theaters on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I'll probably check out that Joyride movie because I could use a good laugh.
Yeah, and what's that racing movie?
Oh, that Gran Torino shit. I have no idea. superhero movies. Probably the next.
Yeah, the fatigue continues.
Yes, can I take the next superhero movie I actually want to see, which I'm somewhat just curious about. I'm less excited, but more curious about it. Oh no, it's not Meets the Marvels. It's not Blue Beetle. It's my boy Craven.
Craven the Hunter.
Craven the Hunter.
The fact that Sony's actually making it rated R intrigues me, and I like the actor.
Yeah.
He's really good. I liked him in Bullet Train. I liked him in Kick Ass. Any movie I've seen him mostly.
Yeah, Bullet Train was a guilty pleasure.
The only thing that's missing is the accent. He's not putting on the accent.
Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of bugs me a little bit. Like
you're dealing with the multiverse type of thing.
Yes, and he could do a fucking accent. I see Bullet Train.
He could do the accent, dude. He put on a Sokovia. That's Sokovia.
Yeah, he's Russian.
He put on a Russian accent recently when he was Quicksilver in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, he could do the accent. I don't understand what they're going for it, but I still want to see the movie and stuff because I feel like...
Now, here's my question. What happens if it's like Morbius again?
Morbius was shit, but it has some good parts in it. The Venom movies I thought were pretty alright. It's weird. I feel like the way how Sony's handling their... Anti-hero universe thing... I think it's better than whatever Phase 4 is doing right now. Unpopular opinion.
Phase 4 has been a bore since the Eternals. Nobody, even the future ones, don't even mention them.
Listen, the only movie, and right now it's probably either my favorite movie of the year or it's in my top 3. The only good Marvel movie I saw in the last probably 3 years after Endgame and No Way Home was Guardians 3.
Yeah, that's basically it for me.
Yeah, that's the only one of the entire Phase 4 that we were able to enjoy.
Yes, because let me ask you. Hey, John, are you going to see the Marvels?
I ain't going to see the Marvels.
Nelson, are you going to see the Marvels?
No!
Am I going to see the Marvels? No, it's not even because they're girls. It's just no interest. And here's the deal. I like the actress who plays Kamala Khan because I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of Miss Marvel. I thought she had a nice charm to her, but it was... Overall, the writing and the whole storyline was just terrible. But I thought the actress was really good.
You can have good production and stuff, but you can still have a shit story.
Another problem is you have a good actress, but she's playing a character nobody gives a damn about.
Well, speaking of actors and actresses, we have another strike with the writers
once again,
and they're killing us, man. These writers are killing us right now because
no, the actors now are on strike with the writers.
So, boys, you know what this means? It's time for us to pitch our ideas to Hollywood for shows and movies.
What are they gonna say?
They're desperate.
Desperate, yeah, because we're not part of a union.
All right, listen.
I just hope they get this resolved to get those people back and rely less on AI. I mean, we saw the Secret Invasion. The intro was okay, but it was kind of
boring.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what's so crazy, guys? I completely forgot we watched that last week.
I don't blame you.
I legit forgot we watched that last week. It was that forgettable.
I only remember it because I watched 2 reviews of it.
I can see why the writers and the actors and actresses don't like AI. I can see why they're on strike.
Oh my god, I can't believe
that AI intro was the reason. That AI intro we saw in that first episode is like one of the reasons these people are on strike.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot we watched
that. And the streaming budgets and stuff. So I heard a story that during the making of Mission Impossible, the second part for Reckoning, they stopped production. Everybody just walked away. Somebody told me.
Wait, they ceased production on part 2?
Yeah, because when a union's on strike, you gotta stop.
Okay, no,
Theron's part of a union. He will tell you.
Yeah, it's true. We almost had to go union like a couple years ago. We almost had to go on strike because of it.
Oh no, you did tell me that. Yeah,
because when you're part of the guild and all that, you gotta stop.
That's right.
And then you gotta go on picketing.
Yes, Mark Ruffalo encouraged a lot of actors right now going on a strike to do indie movies.
Wait, who?
Mark Ruffalo.
Good.
He suggests that people do indie movies.
Good, because we need more indie movies than what they're producing now.
No, we do.
Yes, yes. That's why Off-Peak Pictures, Oscar Television, we're all independents. Like we're not owned by any company or anything like that.
No, we just make
stuff
that we can.
No, we abide by our own accords.
Exactly. We just sell out.
And then we do a lot of things. We have a series. We do short films. We do documentaries, like the one I just released yesterday.
All on a shoelace budget.
Yes, and yes, even let me give you guys a little hint. But if you've been a channel fan for a long time, you think, okay, where is it going with these stories? Because you get characters like Skull America, you get things like you get characters like the Road Knights or whatever. Like we have our episodic stuff, and we also have our funny one-offs, and we also have our regular stuff. And it's so unique how we just spread it out and stuff like that. Like we're going to film School of America Doobie tomorrow, everyone. Let me just tell you, we're creating a story with it because you know the first episode you think, okay, there ain't no story to it. Then you see more of it, and now people are. Let me just tell you, people, you're gonna be surprised how deep we make these two Southern idiots.
Oh God, we went ahead on beyond the 3 episodes that are coming out this year. There's another 3. What are we gonna do with them? We know, but you would find out.
Exactly.
Because we outline our stuff. It's gonna be either you're gonna have a script or you don't have a script, or you can have notes to plan out your improvised line. I mean, people. Exactly. Robin Williams is a master improv, but he also has a list of what he's going to perform. But he doesn't write it down what he's going to say, though. He just makes a list.
Unpredictable.
Yeah, but everybody's texting except me because my phone's being used at the moment.
Oh no! Don't. I was just looking at my face.
Just responding on a text my mother sent me.
Okay.
Oh, but anyway, folks. Well, I feel like we've been dragging along for a while now. So I think it's time for us to end it. Oh, I just stepped on the phone fell on my foot. It's okay.
You need a Band-Aid?
That's okay. Guys, any parting words before we depart?
Well, people, keep on watching free stuff for now. And just hope that there's a better future for the remainder of the year and next year.
Nelson, any parting words for the fans?
Whatever films out there that you might enjoy and find the most to be enjoyable, I say go and support those, regardless of where Hollywood is right now. So.
Yes. And guys, love yours. Do what you gotta do and try to find a thing that makes you happy. So anyway, this is Karan.
John.
Nelson.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all next week for more off-casted adventures.
Support independent channels and independent cinema as possible. Because we need a new Hollywood.
Yes.
We really do.
Woo! Woo! Alright, Josh.
Take care.
Hit the square.
God bless.
Off the Podcast, originally recorded July 17th, 2023, with your co-hosts Kron Cassiano, John Yeager, and Nelson Guerrero. Audio recording and editing by John Yeager. Original remix by DJ JJ. Thank you for listening.